Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We got some big news coming out, Baseball 9. New update coming in. They're adding in a new All-Star game and a new coach mechanic. So we're going to talk about that in this video. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video if you think it's useful. Hey, get subscribed. Join the community Discord if you want to talk about the game. But let's get into it. So one of the things that people ask me the most is this game multiplayer? So unfortunately, it is not multiplayer, and I don't know if we're going to have a multiplayer mode soon, but it is cool to see the developers constantly improving and updating this game. Quick rundown, the latest patch before big update added the new stadium, the Great Nine Park. With that patch, they also made power hitting a lot harder, but since then they have made it a lot easier. It seems like gameplay has remained stable until now. We're looking at 1.7.5 patch update. It hasn't rolled out to everybody yet. We don't know when it's going to come out to everyone, iOS and Android. We know some people do. Looking on the Reddit, shout out to Reddit user long-term gang7 posting these screenshots. But the first big thing, the new coach team management tab. I think this is the big new mechanic update since we had injuries implemented over a year ago when your players could actually get injured. They're added in coaches now. It looks like you can buy coaches with these new coach tickets. You can also exchange one recruit ticket for two coach tickets if you have a lot of extra recruit tickets lying around. Coaches are under contract for 99 games, so after that you have to get a new coach. And they provide you boosts depending on the coach you get. Looks like we have 5 types of coaches right off the bat. Operating coach, who assists the manager and leads the coaching staff. A defensive coach for infielders and outfielders. Batting coach for batters. Pitching coach for pitchers. And a fitness coach for stamina and the condition. So this seems pretty cool. Similar a little bit to NBA Live Mobile, where they added in coaches who can boost parts of your team's overall. So it seems like here, if you actually get 5 coaches, you load them up, you might even be able to use coins or something to upgrade the coaches. They can give you a big boost to your team. And now with this, there are actually many ways to boost your team outside of just their attributes and their levels. We know obviously with the XP drinks, with the attributes, you can boost up their power. You can customize exactly what attributes you want. And now we also have the skill tokens as well. They give you little bonuses during different aspects of the game. Speed, powers, batter's eye, power hitting, bunting, things like that. And we also have obviously the accessories that you can buy, not the cosmetic ones, but like necklaces, the earrings, things like that. Things like that you can buy to increase your players' overalls. Conditioning drinks actually gives them a boost to overall if they're in bad condition. And now with coaches, so I wonder how this is going to play out. I wonder what exactly boosts you're going to get. Maybe anywhere from like 3 to 5 plus overall, maybe to certain attributes, and maybe you can even customize coaches. Some coaches might be better at training up your contact and batter's eye. Other coaches might be better at training up your speed and power. So that could be an interesting dynamic. So it's great to see them adding things, and we're definitely going to drop a video when this update comes out, just giving you my initial impressions. But without the actual update pushed to my phone yet, I don't actually know much about it, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you've already had this update yet, or with the coaches, what you're looking forward to. I know a lot of people are still grinding the recruit ticket, so this might be secondary to that. I think I definitely recommend you filling out your roster, upgrading your players before you move on to coaches. And number 2, next big thing in the update, an all-star game now. So they added a new all-star game which happens in the middle of your season. And note that the season lengths vary. So starting out rookie, pro league, they're shorter seasons, but after you get past that, you get the full 168 game season. It's kind of sad that they just missed the MLB all-star break, a little late on that, but we do get the all-star game coming out. We don't have much details on it. All we can see from the screenshot here is it seems like we have 2 leagues or 2 divisions with the teams, and then they formed an all-star team. I wonder how the teams are picked. Maybe it's based on like the highest batting average or the lowest ERA out of the pitchers, out of the batters. Now with my team currently now, I feel like the All-Star game would just be all of my players because we're just blowing the league out of the park. So that could be funny to see the All-Star game, which is just your team if you are really ahead in your league. But, a nice little addition. So those were just the two big updates. I really quickly wanted to cover them. And for the rest of this video, I'm going to be talking about my wish list, things about the game I would like to see added into the future. And end off this video talking about multiplayer, because that is probably the number one question that everyone asks me: multiplayer. So with this event, the All-Star game, it's great. I compare this game to some of the other popular games, so you're going to hear me talking about games such as Madden Mobile, NBA Live Mobile, which I know are very big sports mobile games, especially Madden Mobile. That game kind of really blew things out of the park for the mobile sports app category. But Madden Mobile, the thing I like about it is there are a ton of events, which also is a downside because there are too many events at sometimes and you really have to grind to get the events, to get the progress. But they have like daily events and smaller events that you can play. That's the one knock on Baseball 9 now, is that they don't really have much variety, gameplay variety, outside of just the normal season mode, which is the only mode in this game. So people ask about adding like home run derbies, that would be cool, or just daily events that you can do that gives you maybe a little bit of reward, cost some stamina to play, just to keep things interesting. So with Madden Mobile, we have like daily things such as just the drills, right? Some of the challenges would be like rush for 40 yards, you get 3 attempts. So this could be like, maybe it's a batting practice drill. Maybe you have to get like 3 hits out of 5 attempts. Maybe it's a pitching drill. You have to try to hit the corners or strike 2 people out. You get 5 attempts. Something like that. Small, quick event. This should take no longer than a minute or 2 for you to complete. Very quick, just so people have something else to do other than just playing games. So I think this All-Star game is a great first step towards that, and I definitely think they are looking at least adding some more game modes to make this more interesting, because some of you, if you've been playing for a couple years now, it does get kind of boring, does get kind of old once your team's fully upgraded. The next thing, gameplay-wise, I would like to see defensive adjustments. So other baseball games, other mobile baseball games, we're looking at Baseball 9 Innings, Baseball Perfect 9 Innings, whatever those names of those games are called, you can actually switch your defense. So, based on if it's a left-handed batter or a right-handed batter, where they've been hitting the ball lately. If you're trying to force a double play, if you're trying to play in a little more to just get an out, double play. If you're trying to play back a little more, they've been hitting successfully a lot of deep fly balls against you. Just some way to shift around your defense, because right now, you notice, there's no way for them to shift. So the middle of the field is literally always open. If I'm playing and I get a hit straight up the middle in between the second baseman and the shortstop, it's always going to be an easy base hit because no one's out there. The defense just stays the same position. That would be a cool customization option. And other smaller gameplay mechanics, maybe the ability to have like wild pitches, wild throws, just to spice things up a little bit. I know I would probably be mad if somebody like got a wild pitch against me, but it's realistic, it's part of it, and some people have also suggested maybe being able to like rob home runs, but that's a little more advanced, a little more nitpicky of a thing. So those are the couple items. And moving on now, multiplayer. Unfortunately, this game has no multiplayer. I will probably do a dedicated separate video on multiplayer, but a couple reasons why it's hard to put in. You need servers, you need to make sure latency is low so people can actually play the game. I think the version of multiplayer that they could include is something like we see once again in the other mobile games, Madden Mobile, where you play against the other team, but the other team's not live. So you're not actually playing against somebody in real time. It's like your lineup facing against their pitchers and their defense. Or they're batting against your pitcher, your defense. And that could be simulated, automatic. We already know the AI can play the game. So that would be a cool version mode to have, and also to add in like a social feature, so like able to create clubs where you can join with your friends, make a club. Maybe you can make an all-star team with your club and play with that. So a couple ideas, but looking forward to this new update coming out hopefully soon. We know that they don't really update all devices, all platforms at once, so it does take a little time. For example, the baseball Great Nine Park, the new stadium that was added a couple months ago, I know it came out to Apple devices first, iOS, and then rolled out to Androids a couple weeks later. So This one, it seems like they say it's on Android, some phones, not confirmed yet. So maybe the end of this week or next week, we're looking at getting this new update. But I'm excited, guys. Hopefully you're excited to see some gameplay. And be sure to get subscribed, though, if you're new around here. We're definitely going to be making a video talking about these things more in depth, taking a look at the All-Star game, a lot of fun stuff. But that's all I have for today. And thanks for watching. Peace.